are 3 days away from my due date. This is what the bump is looking like today. Again, I'm just 39 in a few days. I just got out of the shower. The dog woke me up at 4 a.m. last night. Donald was at work already, and so I had to get up and let her out. I think she is emotionally eating from the coronavirus because last night, yes, that's a joke. Last night we fed her dinner and then she was acting like she was still really hungry. So Donald gave her another serving, but then she woke me up at 4 a.m. because she had to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, we're not gonna do that again. I was supposed to have an appointment today for my last checkup and my last NST for this pregnancy, but they called me and canceled because they are basically weighing the importance of the appointment against the risk of exposure. And they determined that since I'm so close to my induction date that they're just going to go ahead and cancel my appointment today. And I just have to keep monitoring my blood pressure at home and making sure the baby's moving okay, and let them know if anything changes. But that was pretty weird. I've been seeing like across the country that the visitor policies have changed basically for everybody, and it's pretty much no visitors, but in labor and delivery you're allowed one support person. That still hasn't changed as of today, but like I'm really hopeful that nothing happens tomorrow, because every single day it seems like more stuff is coming out and it's coming out really quickly. So just hoping at least Donald can be there for me. And then we've talked about like video chatting with my mom while we're in there and just kind of making do until we can get home. My shirt says, my head says salad, but my bump says ice cream. And that's been pretty true of this pregnancy. I've been super craving lots of sweets. So some of my friends were asking me today about the induction process, and I figured I'd just share with you guys what their plan is for me. So I have been at like dilated at a 1 for a long time, like weeks. I think they checked me 3 weeks ago, like when I was 36 plus some days was my first cervical check. And I know a lot of people hold off on cervical checks for different reasons, but I decided to do one that early because I knew induction was already on the table, and I wanted to have all the information that I could to make the best decision about when I was okay doing an induction. And basically since then I've been dilated to a 1, and I've been about 75% effaced, which isn't really a lot, but in comparison to the progress that I was last time with Kala, my cervix was like rock hard and stayed that way all the way up until the very end. So I'm thankful for what has happened naturally by itself. And I of course know that, you know, things can change really quickly in your pregnancy and in your progression, just like with the coronavirus. I am pretty uncomfortable, so I moved to my ball. But the next thing that they suggested, Cal is watching me. She's like, what are you doing? The next thing they suggested was the Foley bulb, which is basically a catheter that they insert to then further dilate you. Since I'm already so effaced and like stretchy and soft, they don't really think that they need to do the Cervidil first. So last time my experience with the Foley bulb went really poorly. It was, I mean, indescribable in regards to pain. They've assured me that things should be different this time because my cervix has already done this before, and it's not going to be like opening up something that's closed, tight, hard. But I don't know, I'm like basing off the pain that happened last time, I think I want an epidural the second I walk in the door. Like, it was that intense. If the Foley bulb goes okay, it's supposed to dilate you up to like a 3+. And then at that point I will have the decision to break my waters, or I will have the decision to just start into Pitocin. I did test positive for strep B this time, so I don't know if that affects my next steps, because they couldn't do a membrane sweep because of that. So I don't know if like that will then hinder my ability to do water breaking. We shall see. I shared with you guys a little bit of our bathroom this morning when I was getting in to take a shower, so I figured now would be a good time to do like a tour of how we changed the master bathroom, because it's so nice. You guys saw in yesterday's video the vanity is a mess, so let's just ignore the vanity, shall we? So those of you who have been here a while know that we did the barn door like last summer. Are you singing? So the biggest thing is that we changed out the flooring. You're goofy. So it was carpet in here. It was carpet, basically the same carpet all the way into the water closet area where the toilet is. And then in here it was linoleum. So what we did is we picked all that up. We ripped it all up, rather, Donald did, and replaced it with the peel and stick vinyl wood planking. Oh my gosh, it feels so nice to have that in here instead of the carpet. It was just kind of awkward having carpet in parts of your bathroom. And then we did put it into the closet. We did a lot of reorganization in here. This is mainly Donald's closet now. He has clothes both sides, laundry baskets, shoes. I updated the storage on a lot of this stuff. So it looks awesome in here. We did have it so packed that you could like barely close the door and barely walk in there. So now it's like, oh, so nice. And then over here, this is the biggest transformation. Maybe I can find in an old video what this looked like before, but it was all shelving with, do they call them pocket doors? No, it's not a pocket door. The bifolding doors, I think is what that's called. So we ripped those off, ripped the carpet up. There was a problem with the way some insulation was sealed. I don't know if you guys can see back there, that my dad fixed. We painted, and then my dad and Donald built this closet insert. I added some rose gold pulls, and then organized everything, and it has been amazing. Oh my gosh, it's such a transformation and feels so nice. I can actually like see my shoes now, see my clothes, get dressed way easier and like more efficiently, and I don't have to climb over stuff. It's just like the most awesome thing ever. So then I purchased this rug off of walmart.com. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you'll already know about this, because I shared it, because I'm obsessed with this rug. It's amazing quality. I was shocked, especially because I went through so many other rugs prior to it that were damaged and stained and disgusting and poor quality. I was so happy to find this, so I can link this down below if you guys are interested. And then we also laid down this peel and stick tile in the water closet. So it was, again, linoleum, and we replaced it with this really pretty decorative peel and stick tile. And then I added some bath mats in here. We added a storage caddy so that we could actually have towels in here, because they used to be in the walk-in closet, completely far away from where we needed them. This is my little postpartum station setup. And I added some decor in here. My mom got us this shelf that's super adorable and matches every other piece that we have. And yeah, it just feels like so much nicer in here. Our next step is to redo the tub. because it's not bright white and I want it to be like a bright white. And the same with the shower. The shower needs to be, I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We thought about doing like a resurfacing or like refinishing the surface, because I've seen a lot of other people. Oh my gosh, I have to set that down because I'm out of breath. I've seen a lot of other people who use those like resurfacing kits, and I was automatically like down for that, for the tub and for the shower, but I found all of them have a Prop 65 warning on them. And I know people have lots of different opinions about Prop 65, but I know one of the biggest things with Prop 65 products is your exposure. So I just figured if you're painting a tub and then you're soaking in it, that is really heavy exposure in my opinion. So we've been on the hunt for a non Prop 65 warninged primer and paint, and that's coming up basically impossible. So we kind of hit a standstill with that project until we can put in like either a lot more cash flow into it to actually like replace the tub and just completely retile, or I know they make like peel and stick tile for bathtubs and showers, but I just haven't looked at the logistics of that yet. Like, how do you go over corners? What does it really look like? Does it hold up? So I have lots of questions about that, and obviously it's a bigger project, so we put that on hold for now. When I first had Calla, I definitely was using like baby specific soap. I never really used Dreft just because the smell of it was super overpowering to me. But I did use like a baby specific soap that I got from Babies R Us, I'm pretty sure. I have no idea. I don't remember what it was called, but since then I have just transitioned to the Free and Clear for the All brand, and then I also use a Free and Clear stain remover, and the other one is a Free and Clear fabric softener. And I feel just as comfortable using this for everybody's clothes, including the baby, and it just makes things even easier. Whoa, that has never happened before. One of our pillowcases got stuck like up in above the drum. That was so weird. Anyways, what I was saying is it makes everything way more streamlined. Everybody just uses the same laundry detergent, and I don't have to worry about it still being safe necessarily for every single person to use. It is 9:40. And I am sitting down to edit this video so it can go live for you guys tomorrow morning. I got so much done today. I'm so thankful for. You guys saw me doing laundry. I had to do laundry for Donald, myself, Calla, and I wanted to clean our sheets. And then I also wanted to clean the vanity like I talked to you guys about, and we got that done. Looks so much better. We got it done thanks to my parents who watched Calla for like 30 minutes to an hour so that we could just knock it out and get it cleaned up, and we can now actually use the vanity. Our hospital bags are packed. I created like a last minute grab list today, but we have all 3 bags ready to go, except for like the last minute list. In case you guys didn't catch this over on my Instagram, I am going to be doing a what I actually used in my hospital bag video once I get home. So I packed pretty heavily before all of this coronavirus stuff started, and I kept out some things that I knew I wasn't going to need. With my first pregnancy with Kala, I way overpacked. I way over purchased. I purchased things for like pretty much every scenario bad that could go wrong. And I've now learned like this time around that I can get those things, hopefully, you know, as those situations come. I don't necessarily have to prepare for the end of the world. That was prior to all of the coronavirus stuff. So hopefully that's still the case, that I can get certain things that I need by the time we're out of the hospital if I need to. But even despite that, I still feel like I packed for like everything that I could. And I think that, you know, it's up to you. Whatever's gonna make you feel comfortable. If overpacking makes you feel comfortable, why not do that? So I followed a pretty specific list from a couple different places, and I'm glad that I did that now, especially because I don't know how this coronavirus stuff is actually going to play out over the next couple days. And I know for sure that like Donald can't leave, and I can't have anybody come extra to the hospital to like bring us stuff. So whereas previously you're like, oh, I'll get it when I need it, now I kind of am happy that I've like super planned for close to everything again. The last thing Donald and I were talking about were pillows. I wholeheartedly think you need to take pillows, because every hospital that I've been to, you know, I haven't been to that many, but the ones that I have, and in my last labor and delivery experience, they don't have a ton of pillows. And now that they're already talking about like the supplies in hospitals are being affected, it's gonna be interesting, to say the least. So I want to take our own pillows. We're taking like four pillows, because both of us like to use pillows, and I want to be like as comfortable as possible. The sucky thing is that Donald's gonna have to carry like, I think he's probably gonna have to carry everything in at once. I don't think that they're gonna let him come into labor and delivery and then leave, because that's against the current policies. So this is gonna be interesting, you guys. Once I actually go in to do the labor and delivery, of course I'm gonna be filming an induction vlog too. So you guys will get to see kind of what's happening, what the process is for us, and yeah. But that's going to be it for today's video. So if you guys are still liking these daily vlogs, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Be sure, if you guys are new, to hit subscribe down below if you haven't already. I'd love to have you as a regular subscriber of the Sykes Fam channel. If you guys know anybody who's going through something similar, I know there's a lot of pregnant women out there right now who just are living in the unknown. Feel free to share this video with them. I've had a lot of you reach out to kind of like commiserate the position that we're in. It's an extremely vulnerable place to be in, giving birth, being pregnant, and then now to have all of this on top of it is just, it's a lot. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.